Growing up in a family where self-expression was not a thing made me a very closed person. Spent a lot of time doing things on my own, dealing with things on my own. I couldn't express my own feelings, express my own thoughts to people, even the people that I thought were closest to my heart, closest to my life. That made me become a very closed person. I wasn't raised in a church, but as I got older in my teens, I was exposed to church through a family friend. I knew God was there. I knew God was beside me. I knew God was along with me. But it was so hard for me to reach to a point where my relationship with God was moving forward. My heart was just so closed. I couldn't feel anything from Him or express anything to Him. Bonnie and I were dating for a couple of years and we got engaged. And it was around the same time where Bonnie was trying to find a community. She found C3 and she loved it. And before you know it, she had signed both of us up for a Marriage Connect group. Being in this Marriage Connect group really opened my eyes to a new world that I had never really experienced or even felt before, where people were so vulnerable, where people were so open about their feelings toward God, towards the people who they really loved. And it was such a new thing for me that I felt like, for once, this is like, well, I think I've found what I've needed in my life. I think I've found what I wanted this whole time growing up. So I remember being in this one service where Pastor Sam was preaching, and he finished off the service by saying, read your Bible, surround yourself with people who read your Bible, and tell someone about it. As I was thinking about that, I felt like God put another thought in my head of the wedding. I said to myself, I think God is saying, your groomsmen are going to be from this community. I felt like a lot of weight just removed off my back, and I was totally at peace right after I said that. So we got married and we had so much of our community at our wedding, and I was very intentional of having them at my wedding because I could see that the community that they were building is where I saw myself in the future. What we experienced at our wedding with our community is what we really need in our marriage. Just being able to open up has impacted every single area of my life, especially my marriage. My relationship with Bonnie has just flourished in such a way where she can't even wrap her head around the idea of how vulnerable I am with her, how much I express my love towards her, how open I am to our lives, to everything. Being surrounded by people who had the same faith that I had made me slowly open up. Slowly being vulnerable and being able to express, because I felt like I was at a safe place. Felt like there was no judgment for me to express myself. I think being rooted in the C3 community has really helped me understand how much God really cares for me. It's helped me grab a better picture, a clear picture of what God's calling over my life is.